Hey guys, welcome back to the tower. I hope you're doing good wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing. All right, what we do here, if you're new, we draw two cards from the Major Arcana deck just like this to find out what your tower moment's going to be. The overall energy of that with the Major Arcana deck. We'll look at the bottom of the deck for more information, and we will clarify. That is about it. All of these messages are timeless, so whenever you're watching this is when the universe wanted you to see it, and there are no star signs. Everybody gets to play. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Let's see what kind of disaster is waiting for you in the future. I hope this energy doesn't resonate, but if it does, I hope this helps. Okay, the sun card on this side of the tower is basically something revealed. Now, sometimes this is the truth button. This is the I'm going to show you something that you can't unsee. This card has come up a little bit, so I'm sure this message has to get out to someone, and these cards will keep coming up until the person who needs to see it sees it. Anyway, and the Sun card is trying to tell you something huge, some kind of secret, some kind of hidden truth that you couldn't see before that changes your whole life. That leads to your Tower moment, and that leads to the Fool card. So basically, this is you starting all over. This is you giving up the past. You're starting on a new thing. You cannot exist here anymore. That if I were to stop this reading right now, it would just say, yeah, you learned something massive that's important or dark or bad or whatever, and you can't live with that. That's beyond your morality, your boundaries, whatever, and you move on. It leads to a tower moment, and you just say, I'm washing my hands of all of this. I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm gonna go grow turnips in Ohio somewhere or something like that. Start a new life. Temperance in the Chariot. So this is supposed to happen, and when it does, it's speed. This happens quick. All right. This is the timing of this is probably what the universe intended. It shows us, like I said, it shows us the things we need to see when we need to see it, kind of like these messages. So, yeah, this will happen quick. It's not going to be a gradual thing. It's going to be oh, that's how it is. And it's going to be just perfectly timed to have the most effect on you. Now, let's see what these cards have to say. Seven of Pentacles. This is the card that says investment. You have been investing in something and it's been going nowhere. There's been no growth, no change, no nothing. It's like throwing money into a pit, a black hole, a void. No matter how much you spend on it, no matter how much you try to repair or fix it, it's not going to work. So you're going to see that this thing, this person, whatever you're spending money on is not worth it anymore. Two of Cups. This could be a relationship that isn't working. The Cups cards are the emotional cards of the deck for sure. But you might have been investing in a relationship that's just not giving back. Maybe you're the one doing all the support. You're doing all the work. You're doing all the housework. And they're just sitting on the couch checking their phone out all day, or they do the bare minimum and you expect them to level up at any time, but they never do. Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is the energy of there's a lot of obstacles. You see, on this side of the thing, the Knight of Swords is someone who finds all the potholes in the road. They will find every problem in the road that they can find. Any excuse to stop, any excuse to hold up, man. We need to do this or we need to take care of this. It's like they just can't live. Everything's a problem, and they turn the small things into the big things, like a minor little problem, and all of a sudden it's a week-long fight. Okay, this is the Knight of Swords that doesn't bother to charge through any of the obstacles. They just kind of stop at each one. And if it's not one thing, it's another. You can't fix these problems fast enough. There's always something wrong. There's always something. There's no contentment in this relationship. None. You can't ever just have a day where it's peace and quiet and just, everything seems to be good. It's even the little things in this life, this person's life turns into a disaster. And I think you're going to see that because the Six of Swords is here. Yeah, the tower burns and you You're looking for calmer waters in this tower moment. And the four of Pentacles, you want to let it go. Which makes sense with the Fool card being here because you said, like, I don't want to do this anymore. This fight, this event that happens after you learn, you want out. I mean, these are both cards of, well, the Four of Pentacles is traditionally a greed card of holding on, but on this side of the tower, under the tower, it's the card of, I need to let everything go. I want nothing to do with any of this. I don't want any of this in my life anymore. And the Six of Swords is basically the same thing, saying, I want to look for peaceful waters. I want to look for some place where I can just exist and be happy, right? So, yeah, this makes total sense. You are tired of throwing money away. You're tired of throwing effort away. You're tired of nothing you do is good enough. You're tired of all of that. And you want out. You want to be appreciated because the Fool card is the Eight of Swords and you're breaking free. The Eight of Swords is basically a, imprisonment card, mental thoughts. But when it's a Fool card, you're just done. You don't want to deal with this. You don't even think about this anymore. It's like it never happened. It's like, oh yeah, that person. And the Eight of Cups. This is massive walking away energy here. Starting something new. You got the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So physically and mentally, you just want to be done with it. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're dropping this burden. You think this whole relationship you're in right now is an absolute burden, and you just can't be happy. Every time you do something, it's wrong. Every time they do something, it's a massive drama. It's a massive fight. This is not a happy place you're in, and you're going to learn something about this person that flips the switch. You're going to learn something about them that makes you go, oh, this isn't just me. This is their whole life. This is their whole world. This is what they do. They drain people's life, their money, their sanity. And then when you can't take it anymore, they'll move on and they'll say, well, you were the bad guy because you couldn't handle it. Well, that person will quickly learn that maybe, you weren't so crazy after all. They made you crazy. So you want out, you want a new life, you just want to break free from this person, and the tower is going to do it. You're going to learn something, and you're going to find out how empty they really are. You're going to find out that it will never be enough. You will never make them happy. And even though that's the truth is they're supposed to make themselves happy and do their own thing, they're not even doing that. So it's like you can be with them for so long, but eventually they kind of got to do their own thing, and they're not even doing that. They're just relying on you for all the entertainment, for the money, for all the resources. And you're tired of it. You want out. You're going to be like, well, this was a mistake. This was a mistake from day one, and you're done. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords. And that's the perfect card to end this on because the Five of Swords is basically the card of feeling defeated, kind of lost. You're throwing your swords down and you're done. You don't want to deal with it anymore. So, yeah. You just quit. You give up because there's nothing left to hold on to. You just don't want to do it anymore. And I don't blame you. I hope whoever needed this message gets it. I hope you figure it out sooner than later. And you move on to a new path, new road, you clean slate, new adventure. Time. You feel it. Deep, 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 deep down, you feel it. It's time to move. Time to move out quick. All right, I'm going to show you the cards, and that'll be it for the day. Here we go. Thanks for making it this far if you did. I hope you did. And, hit the old subscribe button. I try to upload every day, so it's not a complete waste of time. I know if I subscribe to somebody and then they don't upload for like 3 or 4 months or 7 months or whatever, and it's like, why did I do that? That's pointless. Little frustrations there, but I try to upload every day, so, I do my best. All right, thanks for watching. You're really awesome for making it this far, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.